Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Al. Today I'm going to walk through creating a Facebook ads report inside Google Data Studio. Let's get to it. When you get to Google Data Studio, it's going to look something like this. This is the home page of Data Studio. There's templates available. You can access reports that have been shared with you or owned by you. We can also create a blank report, which is what we are going to do. There are a lot of templates available, and we offer free templates, but it's nice to know the basics. It's nice to be able to customize a report should the need arise. So when you create a blank report, they're going to prompt you to connect to a data source. And since this is a Facebook ads demonstration, we are going to do a search for Facebook ads. Since this is a reportable Facebook ads demonstration, we're going to connect to the Facebook ads plus Instagram ads by Reportible connector. This connector comes with a 30-day free trial. So you'll be doing this for the first time, so you won't get this exact same view. What you will see is an authorization box where you need to click it and then connect it to Facebook. I have already done that, so I'm not seeing that page, but you will have to connect prior to seeing this. If you have more than one ad account, they will all be displayed right here. Choose your ad account, choose your conversion window, and click Add down in the right corner. Now you are connected. You have a data source from Facebook connected to Google Data Studio for the purposes of reporting. Now, this is a pretty basic looking table. Let's spruce this up a little bit. A client may want to see what? They will want to see the campaign names over in dimension. Now, if we choose metrics, this is where we want to show the impressions by campaign name. Maybe we also want to display the amount of people that have been reached. And let's also choose the ad frequency. Clicks are also something your client will likely want to see. CPM is a factor. And total amount spent. Now, it doesn't get any more basic than this. A couple of little things that are worth pointing out is that CPM is a cost per thousand. This should actually be a dollar amount as well as the amount spent. So we're going to pop back over here, click the pencil icon. Under type, choose currency. If you're in the US, you choose US, Canada, Canadian, and so on. We can see the dollar sign just formed there, and we're going to do the same thing for the amount spent. Now, you may want to align these a little better. You can play around with the spacing, and you get the idea. A summary row is something that I like to add to all tables. Now, if we come over to style, this is where you can add a few little changes. The row numbers I don't think are necessary. We also don't need to show that. I like to add a little border shadow. I think it stands out. There's so much you can do with this. I would highly recommend popping in here and playing with it, changing the color, changing, you name it. We can add that sort of thing. You can make it look good, whatever you want to do. So I highly recommend playing with this. Up here, you can change it to pies, bars, that sort of thing. Sometimes people kind of get carried away with that, and then you can't understand it. But yeah, so up here, a date range control is very important because how are you or your client going to be able to date range? So if we went view, we can select the past 7 days, apply, and here we have it. We can go back a year. You get the drift. Now, I think it's time to make this look a little nicer. How about we add an image? Just so happens I have the Facebook logo right here. What a coincidence. Place that there. Now, you can place some backgrounds here, and we can add some scorecards. But you get the drift. We can do a whole lot up here, and I'm just basically copying and pasting by clicking Control C and Control P. Now we have 3 scorecards. Outbound clicks. Now, so we can change the styling on these as well. So when you change the background there, you may want to consider changing the text color. You can add a border to this. You can also add that shadow, which kind of makes it look pretty good. So you kind of get the idea of where I'm going with this. And if you want to just duplicate this table, Control C, Control V. I may have said Control P earlier, in which case I apologize. Over here, I'm making the table a little longer. It was a little short, so I just made it a little longer. I went Control C up here and then Control V like Victor. Now, this is the same table, so it's kind of redundant. So I'm just going to change the dimension, and I'm going to make it the Add Creative image. This will allow the client to see on an ad level what's happening, whether there's purchases and that sort of thing. This particular client happens to be on Shopify, so we do have a Shopify connector as well. And that's about it. You can make this look a little bit nicer. You can share it to people. You can schedule an email for client@client.com. Now they will receive that email. Let's customize it every month. Or do we want to start at, say, July 1st? I think that might be nice. And then they receive it every month on the first day. Schedule. So that client will now receive this in a PDF form on the first of every month. And you can also provide them with a link. This is what I like to do, because then a client can get in there in the middle of the month and just, play around with it. Anyone with the link can view. So copy it, save it, and then you can just send them that link. So then they can essentially have the same view as you do. I would not give them edit permissions. I would give them view only permissions. Now, let's do something quickly here. I just want to I just want it to be a little bit more consistent on those 3, even though this one's a little bigger. But you get the idea of just dragging and dropping and adding controls and different charts and that sort of thing. Let's add a little chart up here. This is a fairly small pie graph. Pies usually are only good for 2 or 3 metrics. So what we could do is maybe age and impressions. So now we're able to see and show the client how many impressions per age group have been served. And if you want to copy that report, Control C, Control V, and maybe you just want to change this one over here to CTR, because it's important to know what age group is engaging with the ads. So that's what we've done there, and we can see that the 55 to 64 age group has the highest rate of engagement. So, you know what? They're seeing the fewest amount of impressions. So while that may be a little bit skewed, it may be worth showing for this advertiser more volume to that age group. It's just a thought. It's pretty hard to get that measurement from less than 1,000, but you get the idea. So this is how you create a report from scratch. I would recommend, though, choosing a template. We have templates available on our website for free. You can pop in and grab them. Go to Reportable, and then under resources and templates, we have a bunch of different templates for Google Ads and social media and Google Search Console. This one in particular is Facebook ads and Instagram ads. Brief description, get the template. So if you're just starting out and you're looking to make a quick report, this is the way to do it. It's nice. It's, you can play around with it and learn how to change things around yourself, but this is sufficient. So when you get to this page, all you need to do is click these three dots up here in the right corner and make a copy. And you find the Facebook ads connector, create a data source, and then you do exactly what we had done previously. So we're going to choose the reportable Facebook ads connector. We'll choose that same advertiser with the 7-day click and 1-day view attribution and connect. So this is it, folks. We need to name this. It's going to name that just something for the purposes of this video. And now we have a brand new report, connected, fully built, and we're done. This is it. I think I may have made 3 clicks, and this is all made for you. This is available for free, no cost, on the Reportable website. In this particular report, we're comparing Facebook against Instagram. This top bar includes the whole ad account. These 2 blue boxes, we have Facebook, you can see, and then Instagram over here. And then down below, we have a campaign level table, an ad set level table, an ad level table, and an image level table. Down below that, we have publisher platform, placement and delivery. We can see that desktop Facebook ads on a desktop were a $32 CPM as opposed to Instagram being $6. So, I mean, that's a huge difference, and it's important to know that. We can see on some more demographic details with regards to age, as well as geographic details. It's all here. And I wanted to show you how to create and edit reports earlier in the video so that you can hop in here and you can just play around with it yourself. If you don't want to show the frequency, don't. This particular client is a Shopify client, so we can see the checkouts initiated and purchases and all that sort of stuff. But we do have a Shopify connector as well. So any questions, feel free to leave any comments or questions in the comments below, or you can reach out directly through support at Reportable.